Refreshing stories. My name is Hiroshi. I work at a company that manages retail service for businesses, and I'm a salaryman working in sales. Unfortunately, I don't have a romantic partner, but every day I'm busy with work, and life is fun. Hello, I'm here to turn in invoices for the last business trip I went on.
Well. What are these invoices? Over $200 on transportation road trip? Isn't that a little too expensive?
Oh, Miss Kawara. This person is Miss Sai Kawara of the accounting department. Within the company, she's secretly known as the annoying bureaucrat.
Don't tell me that you used the bullet train for your business trip.
I did take the bullet train.
Are you kidding me? I can't believe this. The bullet train is a waste of company money. If you take the night bus, it's less than half the cost. But you went out of your way to take the bullet train. How luxurious.
Now that you've viewed this far, I imagine you have an idea. But the reason why this woman gets called a bureaucrat is because she's extremely nitpicky about expenses. And she even tries to cut out necessary expenses as well.
Sheesh, young kids these days just want everything to be easy for them.
Hello, Miss Kawara.
Oh, sir. Nice to see you, Mr. CEO.
We are very grateful that you're working so hard to minimize our business expenses. However, overdoing it will put pressure on the employees and lower their performance. So please, I would like for you to do it in moderation.
Oh, saying you're grateful for minimizing the business expenses. I'm only doing the obvious for a company. I'll do my best from now on, too. And you, next time for your business trip, you better take the night bus. Do you understand? Well then, I'm gonna go look for any other wasteful business expenses. Sorry to you all.
Mr. Ohira, I'm very sorry. You don't need to worry about it, and you can take the bullet train in the future, too. Thank you very much, sir. That being said, what are we to do about Miss Kawara? No matter how many times I try to warn her, she only interprets it in her favor. And the expenses that she's actually minimizing don't even amount to $100 per month. When I think about how much she's troubling you guys in the sales department, it's no different from a financial deficit. Sir, it's nothing for you to apologize for. Please don't worry so much about it. And so, there was a troubling bureaucrat in the company. But the CEO and all of the other employees were really great people. So I tried not to let it bother me as I went about my work. But then one day, apparently over the last couple of days, due to the crazy heat, I've heard from other companies that they've had incidents of the servers overheating and their entire system going down. When it comes to this matter, this is very relevant to us. I'm sure you all know already, but please be extra careful not to turn off the air conditioner in the server room. Wow, the system going down, huh? I wonder how big of a loss they suffered from that. I need to be careful too.
I don't know what he was saying about the server this or that or whatever, but there's no way a machine could break just because it's hot. I bet the management of that company was just sloppy. Well, anyway, more importantly, I need to minimize all kinds of expenses today and work hard for this company. Well then, the thing using the most expensive recently it's the air conditioner. Now that I think of it, it's been hot lately, so the air conditioner's on non-stop. I'm sure if I can minimize this enormous expense, the CEO will give me another compliment. All right, today is another day to happily go cut expenses.
All right, I've made the quotation to submit to Company A. Next, I'll need to make the PowerPoint for the sales pitch meeting.
Oh dear, it's so hot and stuffy. All right, everyone in the sales department, listen up. This is an important announcement from the accounting department. After calculating the biggest expenses within the company, we found that the largest percentage of it was the electricity fees from the air conditioner units.
What is this?
With that being said, as of today, we'll be putting limitations on use of the air conditioners. You may only use it when the temperature is above 95. Even when you do use it, you may not set the temperature to anything less than 80. All right, do you understand?
All right. There's no way that's all right. Please stop messing around. Are you trying to boil us alive in here?
Oh, well, that's a great idea. If you really do get boiled, then I'll happily turn you into little pastries.
Sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. This is no time for jokes. I've never heard of a company that doesn't allow the use of air conditioners, especially not in this climate. Without a doubt, we're all going to get heat strokes and be taken in ambulances.
You're just so annoying. You're a man. Stop crying and whining. Listen, the job of an accountant is to lead the employees to the proper usage of expenses. This is a necessary action for the sake of the company.
As if that would be the case. No matter how you think about it, the air conditioner is an absolutely necessary expense.
Sheesh, and this is why young kids these days. You know, back in the day, air conditioners didn't even exist. If you're gonna collapse from this slight heat, that means you don't have the spirit. It's all about the mindset. Anyway, that's that. So, today's expected high is 94, so you are not allowed to use the air conditions.
Hey, wait, no! Damn it, that woman. She took the AC remote with her. After that, the whole department tried to reason with Miss Kawara, but she refused to listen. And even the CEO, who would normally stand up for us, was outside of the office for the whole day with a stakeholder meeting. In the end, we were unable to retrieve the remote, and we dragged ourselves back to the sales department, as we were on the verge of boiling and collapsing while working. A few hours later. It's so hot. It's way too hot. The humidity and the heat are clinging to my body. Damn it. All of this is because of that bureaucrat. It's so hot that nobody can focus on their work, and none of us can get anything done. But there's no use just talking about it. Damn it. I'm going to complain to her one more time. Hey, Miss Kawara, that's enough. Just give us back the remote already. Wait, what?
Yeah, what are you doing in here?
I should be the one asking you. You were trying to turn off the air conditioner in the server room, weren't you?
What are you trying to say about that? When I did some research, you know this room is using up the most electricity fees. Nobody is even in here, but from morning until night, the air conditioner is on all day. This is the most wasteful thing of all.
No. Were you not listening to the morning announcement? The server equipment in this room is particularly weak against heat. If you turn off the air conditioner in here, it'll overheat almost instantly.
That overheat? Or whatever it is that you're saying. There's no way that a machine is going to break just because you turn off the air conditioner. Because you know, TVs back then would work just fine even without an air conditioner.
No, but like I said, these are all delicate and precise machines. This is very different from the generation of machinery that you would fix by hitting.
Ugh, yeah, I get it. Sheesh, you're so annoying.
Did she really get it? Well, anyway, thank goodness I noticed before she did turn off the AC. At that moment, I was relieved that I was able to protect the server room. However, I underestimated Miss Kawara's obsession with minimizing company expenses. The next day, I slept so well. Today's a Saturday. What should I do with my day? I know you shouldn't check social media as soon as you wake up, but here I am doing it, and an hour will probably fly by. Wait, what? It was the weekend and a day off of work, so I didn't have much to do, and I was just browsing the internet. What fell into my eyes was a social media post about the rental service that we provide all going down at once. Not only one or two posts, but enough that our company was trending. When I saw that, I knew that something ridiculous was happening. So I threw on my suit with my bed head still a mess and headed straight to the office. Sir! Hiroshi! You came too! Yes, but more importantly, what on earth happened? About that, it looks like the air conditioner in the server room was turned off. I also just got a phone call from a client a few minutes ago, and I came running here as fast as I could. Luckily, we were able to realize it before the servers themselves broke down, but it looks like the servers have been down since about midnight last night. Right now, the engineers are trying to get them back up, and all of the other employees are going around to every client to apologize. I can't believe it! Well, I'll help with getting around to each client and calling them to explain the situation to apologize. Thank you, Hiroshi. I'm also going to start making apology phone calls. That Saturday, every employee, the CEO included, spent the whole day apologizing to all of our clients as we were pressured to get the servers back up as soon as possible. By the time we were finally able to clean up the mess, it was already well past evening. Somehow, we got through it. Yeah, Hiroshi and everyone here, thank you very much for coming in, even on your day off today. Truly, thank you. Please, you were always taking such great care of us, sir. Of course we would come to help you in times of need. I'm so lucky that I get to work with all of you. All right, if all of you don't mind, let's all go to dinner after this. Of course, it'll be my treat. You can all eat and drink to your heart's content. Whoa, sir, thank you very much. I'll follow you for the rest of my life. All of that being said, Why was the air conditioner in the server room turned off? Just in case, we ran an inspection of the air conditioner unit, but if nothing was wrong with it, then in that case, there's the possibility that somebody mistakenly turned it off. But, wait a minute. Hiroshi, do you have any ideas? Yes. Well, actually, I reported to the CEO that I ran into Miss Kawara trying to turn off the air conditioner in the server room. After that, we checked the security cameras in the offices, and lo and behold...
Well, it is way past working hours, so surely that annoying youngin' has left the office by now. I can't believe I'm working overtime just to wait for that guy to go home. I'm such a hard worker. Well then, where is that remote now? Expenses minimized. With this, I'm sure the CEO will compliment me even more. The next day of work seems so far away.
And so, footage of the Miss Kawara, turning off the air conditioner unit in the server room was perfectly captured on camera. When the CEO saw this, his usual warm and friendly face did a full transformation, and he was furious. And so, the following Monday, the moment of condemnation arrived.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, dear? Why is there such a commotion in the office? I wonder what this paperwork is. Is it a new expense that's emerged? Wait, $12 million? What the heck is this completely idiotic expense?
Yes, it truly is an idiotic expense, isn't it? Well, even though the reason this became necessary is all your fault.
Excuse me, where did you just come from and what did you say?
Like I said, this $12 million is the amount that will be used for the compensation of damages to make up for all of our servers going down and the services we couldn't provide to our clients.
What is that supposed to mean?
Miss Kawara, on Friday, you turned off the air conditioner in the server room, didn't you? Because of that, our servers went down, which resulted in losses of $12 million.
How many times do I have to tell you that there's no way machines are going to break just from turning off the air conditioner? I'm sure engineers or whatever they're called made some mistakes and...
That's enough already!
Sir?
You're still going to say those things? The times have changed! It is completely normal for machinery these days to break down because of the heat. Not only that, but from what I heard, you went around and turned off all of the air conditioners around the office. When our precious employees become unwell, how do you plan on taking responsibility?
But that being said, you said it yourself, sir, that you are grateful for cutting expenses.
Based on that, it seems you don't remember what I said after that. I believe I told you that overdoing it leads to the overall performance of our employees decreasing. So to do it in moderation, didn't I?
No way. Well then, are you telling me that I wasn't being appreciated?
That's exactly right. If anything, you were forcefully trying to cut down on even the necessary expenses, so everybody was inconvenienced by you.
You're kidding, right?
Anyway, you're the reason that we had $12 million in losses this time. You were so obsessed with cutting costs that you were never able to realize what matters the most.
I'm very sorry. I'm truly so very sorry.
That being said, as the CEO, I should have thought of some way to prevent this from happening. The losses this time were also my responsibility. Everybody, I'm very sorry for the trouble that I caused you all.
Sir! But no, you didn't do anything wrong at all. It was all my fault. Everybody, I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry.
After that, Miss Kawara must have realized what she had done, and she apologized one by one to each employee. On top of that, she took it upon herself to learn more about our equipment, and she expressed her goal of moving to the server maintenance department in a few years. In the beginning, I had my doubts, but she was always very serious about her work, and all of her hard work paid off, and she was promoted to manager within a few years. She put in the amount of effort of multiple engineers, and every day she seemed satisfied with her work, saying, "Another day of successful labor cost reduction." She also stopped enforcing unnecessary expense cuts. The way she went about it in the past was wrong, but her feelings of wanting to protect the company were always honest. I think we'll be able to work together in peace from now on. My name is Hiroshi. I'm an employee at an electronics manufacturer called Scott Electronics. I know I sound weird when I say this, but I love working for my company. A lot of people think I'm weird for this, but I'm willing to give my company my all.
Mr. Odaira, a customer came to me asking about one of our products. It's about one of our washing machines that came out 30 years ago, and I can't seem to find any info on it.
Oh, this model. I've seen this one before. I'll take over with the call. Just hold on. Hello, Mr. Suzuki. Thank you for calling. This is Hiroshi Odaira from Scott Electronics speaking. It's been 10 years since I joined the company, but I've done a lot of research into the various products that our company has released.
Thank you so much, Mr. Odaira. You're amazing at this. It's really impressive. You're the ace of our department, you know?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, don't you think?
Oh, and by the way, Mr. Kurashige was calling for you earlier. He wants you to see him in the president's office.
Mr. Kurashige? I hope he's not mad at me for something. Alright, I'm gonna go and see him now. Good morning, sir. Did you want to see me? Oh, hey, Odaira. Yes, you've been doing well at work, haven't you? And I hear that you're taking good care of your subordinates. A lot of people trust you in your department, you know. Well, that's great to hear. Thank you, sir. This is Mr. Kurashige. When I was struggling to find a job in my 20s, he came in and hired me. He's my savior. And so, from that day on, I've been working tirelessly to pay him back for that. But I wanted to ask you if you could do a favor for me. My daughter is going to be joining your department soon, and I wanted you to look after her. Wait, your daughter's joining my department? You sure I should be the one to look after her? Yeah, there's no better man for the job. You're great at looking after your subordinates. She might be a bit selfish and difficult, but she's a good kid. I know you're busy, but I would appreciate it if you could take care of her. Of course, I'll do my best. And so, the CEO asked me to look after his daughter. And the day she was set to join our company finally came.
Nice to meet you all. My name is Karina Kurashige. I'm hoping to learn a lot from you all, and I'm looking forward to working with you.
Whoa, she's a really pretty person, and she seems like a bright, good kid. Nice to meet you. My name is Hiroshi Odaira. I'm supposed to look after you until you get used to things around here. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Oh, you're Hiroshi the suck-up, right?
What are you talking about? The tuck-up? My shirt isn't tucked up at all.
I said suck up. My dad always talks about you, so I'm familiar with what you do around here. You're always sucking up to my dad because you want his money, don't you?
No, that's not true at all. I just want to help Mr. Kurashige grow his business. I'm forever indebted to him, so...
Oh my god, stop talking already. You're a man, aren't you? Then stop rambling so much. If you're supposed to look after me, you better do a good job.
Why is she treating me like this? For some reason, Karina was very combative against me. It was clear from the get-go that she didn't like me. I've never met her before, so I didn't understand why she was treating me this way. And she acts like a cute kitten when she's around other people. She's also always trying to butter up her father. Here you go, Karina. Here's the manual for what to do when you get a call. Let's practice this together and learn how to speak on the phone.
What is this? This is so hard to read. I can't learn anything from this.
You really think so? Maybe the document was a bit old. Then I'll read it out loud. So can you repeat after me?
That's such a ridiculous way to teach someone how to answer the phone. If you're going to teach new recruits, you should prepare a proper manual, one that's not so hard to read.
Do you really need a manual for this? I guess it's hard to get used to things when you're new here. Alright, I guess I'll remake all of the manuals. And when I took Karina out on a business trip, she started saying this.
Hey, where are we headed to? There's no business buildings here. It's just a regular old neighborhood.
We're headed to a local retail store. It's a small mom-and-pop electronics store. I want you to learn how to communicate with customers better, so I wanted you to get some experience working here.
That's ridiculous. I didn't come to my dad's company so I could work in an old and failing electronics store.
It's good that you have your priorities straight, but at our company, we value these kinds of intimate experiences.
I don't care about that though. I'm going home.
Huh? Wait! Come back! I managed to convince Karina to stay, and I was able to get her to experience working in the electronics store. And in her training file, she wrote about me. She wrote that I was a bad teacher and that I look like I'm bad with women. And the presentation files that I made her were just a bit too eccentric. I ended up having to remake everything. Man, she's quite the character. I didn't want to have to say this, but I don't think Mr. Kurashige raised her right. Maybe it's hard raising a daughter when you're a father.
Karina's always hard on you for some reason, isn't she?
What's so funny about that? Wait, sprouts are coming out of this plant. I watered it every day and couldn't get it to sprout. That's weird.
Oh yeah, about that plant. To tell you the truth,
Karina's selfishness made things in the department difficult to deal with. But because she was Mr. Kurashige's daughter, everyone had a soft spot for her. But I was her caretaker. I couldn't let things slide. And every time I had to yell at her, I felt a lot of stress. And that's when this incident happened. Hey, Karina, you remember this phone manual? You said it was hard to read, so I remade it for you.
Cool. I didn't ask you to do that for me, but thanks. But I don't need it anymore. I taught myself how to answer the phone.
What? But you said you needed a manual to learn it. I edited it so that it's easy for you to understand. So could you at least take a look?
I said I don't need it. Stop bothering me.
When she tried to whack the document out of my hands, she knocked over the cup of coffee that was on her desk.
Whoa.
You better knock this off.
Huh?
Look, you're here as an employee. I don't care if you're the daughter of the CEO. You need to stop being so selfish. We all have to work together to make sure that this company stays on the right track. We have a responsibility to fulfill our duties.
But
I'm sure you think of yourself as a lone wolf or something, but do you know how many people have supported you so that you could get here?
Mr. Odaira, I think that's enough.
Damn it, I'm gonna tell Dad.
Karina ran out of the office and didn't return for the rest of the day. Man, maybe I was too hard on her.
Mr. Odaira, the CEO is calling for you.
Yes, ma'am. I wonder if he's mad at me, but she needed someone to scold her. Even if I get fired because of this, I don't regret my decision. All right, let's do this. And so, I headed into the president's room expecting to get fired. I've been waiting for you, Odaira. I'm so sorry about what happened, sir. What are you apologizing for? I wanted to thank you for being so upfront with my daughter. You've done a good job looking after her. Huh? You're not firing me? Mr. Kurashige told me that he and his daughter talked about me every night at their home. You're not giving her any special treatment because she's my daughter, and I really appreciate that. I really do. I also wanted to apologize to you for burdening you with this task. It's my fault that I didn't raise her right. No, please don't apologize. But I guess my style of teaching wasn't a great fit for Karina, and I wanted to apologize for that. That's not true. Karina has been learning a lot from you. Everything you've taught her, she's been able to retain. She even tells me about it when she gets home from work. Really? Karina's been doing that? And so, I wanted to talk to you about you becoming our next CEO. Me? The next CEO? Why me, sir? You value the connections you create with people, don't you? And as proof of that, you made my daughter work at a local electronics store. I'm sure that the experience of connecting with customers on a personal human level has had a massive impact on her outlook in life. You have the power to grab people's hearts, and that makes you qualified to become our next CEO. Are you sure about this? If you trust me, then I'll give this company my all.
He's gonna be our next CEO? That's unbelievable!
I thought I was dreaming when I heard that, and the CEO invited me to have dinner with his daughter so that we could make amends. Whoa, this restaurant looks so expensive. I'm getting nervous. Hey, Karina, I wanted to apologize for what I said to you. I was being too hard on you. I'm sorry.
Stop. Don't apologize. You're embarrassing me. Just sit down.
Wait, sorry. I'm getting a call from your father. I can't go tonight because something just popped up. Oh well.
What? He's not having dinner with us?
Well, he is the CEO. I'm sure he's very busy. By the way, I heard that you've been taking care of the plant in our office.
Where did you hear about that?
One of my coworkers noticed you taking care of the plants. You come to work early every morning and make sure the plants get enough sunlight. You even bought a fertilizer for it. I was giving it water every day, but that didn't seem to work. But you made it flower. That's super impressive.
It's not. I just like growing plants. I was just taking care of it because I was bored.
And you always jot down perfect notes on whatever I teach you. Your dad told me all about it. I thought you never listened to me, but all this time you were.
Stop! You're embarrassing me. But I also wanted to apologize. I'm sorry I spilled coffee all over the manual that you made.
Oh, you're still worried about that? Don't worry about it. I can just copy it again. And besides, you taught yourself how to answer the phone. You didn't even need the manual. And one of my coworkers told me that you came to them to ask for help with how to answer the phone. I'm sorry I was so adamant on you following my manual.
He actually listened to me.
And with a little help from the wine, Karina and I were able to get along with each other that night. Apparently, she's been surrounded by people who've wanted nothing but her parents' wealth all her life. That's why she's been acting so selfishly. She didn't want those people to come near her.
So, you're the first person that's ever treated me like I'm a normal person. Thank you.
Mr. Kurashige was right. She's a kind and good kid. And after that, Karina was able to get along with everyone at work.
Karina, could you fix this document so that it's all written in the same font?
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'll fix it right away.
Hey, don't you think Karina has changed since she got here? She's a lot more friendly now.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really glad she's getting used to things around here.
Don't you have some special feelings for her?
What are you talking about? Well, to tell you the truth, ever since we had dinner, we've gotten very close with each other. We often go out together on dates. Today we're visiting a botanical garden. Karina loves that place.
Hey, Hiroshi. Do you know what that plant is called?
Well, I don't know, but it looks beautiful. It's just like you.
What are you talking about?
I hope I can stay by her side forever. My name is Hiroshi. I work as a construction manager of building projects for a medium-sized construction company. My wife and I met through the introduction of a colleague, and we got married 2 years ago. Not having any children yet, we still feel like newlyweds, and we're living a happy married life together. My hobby is doing DIY. On weekends, Nanami and I go visit our villa near the airport by the sea. I was looking forward to doing DIY there that weekend too.
Hiroshi, you really love DIY, don't you?
Because, I get excited when I get to create something with my own hands the way I want to. Don't you feel excited too?
You really are like a child.
Do you hate your husband like this?
Of course not. I think you're very lovely.
Thank you, Nanami. You're the best wife for understanding my hobby.
You are in a good mood.
The fact that we acquired this villa through my grandfather, this villa's older than it looks. That's why, in order to renovate it, we were headed to that vacation house today. But...
Huh? A different car is parked.
You're right. I wonder whose car that is.
Oh, wait! I think that's my older brother's car.
What? Your older brother? Does that mean that car is Rikuto's?
I guess we can't park our car if his car is parked there. I'll try to call him.
My brother-in-law, Rikuto, and I have only met each other a couple of times during the wedding, and we haven't talked much. But since he has a huge build, and he has a stern-looking face, I dislike him a bit. Nanami explained the situation to him, and he said that he just happened to be nearby. What? What did you call me here for all of a sudden when I was enjoying surfing in the waves? Brother-in-law, could you please move your car to a different spot?
I mean, if you're going to surf, why don't you just park your car near the beach?
I don't want to do that, because my precious Benz might rust, Right, but first of all, this is our villa, and you call this a villa? It's shabby and run down. Hey, what are you saying? Well, you're right about how it looks old, but we take good care of it, because it only has the value of a parking space, right? That's why I went out of my way to use it as a parking space. What? Well, it's right near where I surf, so it's just the right spot for me. I'll make effective use of it.
You're saying such selfish comments again. If you don't get your car out of the way, Hiroshi can't do the DIY that he's been looking forward to doing.
That's right! I drove all the way here, What are you calling a DIY? It's useless to try to fix this shabby house. What? Hey! You mentioned that it's shabby again! Huh? What's wrong with calling it that? It looks shabby no matter who looks at it, right? I ended up having to park my car at the parking lot by the airport, and Nanami and I walked all the way back to the house. Why in the world do I have to park my car in a different place? That's our land,
I'm very sorry about this, Hiroshi. It's my fault for carelessly telling him about the villa.
Don't be hard on yourself. It's not your fault,
But...
I mean, I'm sorry too, for always complaining about trivial matters, even though that's your older brother.
No, it's fine. My older brother is already an adult, but all he does is play around, so... We, his family, are having a hard time with him.
What? Really?
As for the car he currently drives, he forced himself to take out a loan to afford that.
Is that so? Well, it does seem quite expensive. Apparently, my brother-in-law is extravagant in spending money. Aside from the car, he spends a lot of money lavishly on suits, watches, and his surfing hobby. What's even worse is that since that day, he continued to park his car at our villa without asking for our permission. Then, a few weeks later... This car is in the way of what I'm working on! What if I tow his car away without asking for his permission? Hey, Why are you looking at my Benz like that? Oh, brother-in-law, what are you saying? I'm not thinking of any bad thoughts about it, you know? If that's the case, then fine. But remember, I won't let you get away if you do something to my beloved car. I won't do anything like that, you know. More importantly, you're quite early today, aren't you? Weren't you surfing? I have something to attend to for a while. I'll go change clothes at your shabby house. What? Hey, wait a second! Don't step inside without... You're all dripping wet! Despite my efforts to try and stop him, my brother-in-law used the villa and the things inside like he owned everything. Then, a few minutes later, he came out dressed up for some sort of occasion. Huh? Where are you going with all that luggage with you? You know, I'm going overseas to work at our overseas branch. Well, I guess this is the destiny of an elite. Oh, is that so? I'll head directly to the airport now. It's quite convenient since the airport is very near. What? You're going right now? What about your car? What are you going to do with it? I'll leave it to you. Take good care of my beloved car, okay? What? Are you saying that you're thinking of leaving it there until you get back? Wait a minute! My brother-in-law went abroad and left his car parked in our private property. Because of that, I couldn't use my parking lot at our villa. What are we gonna do about this? This is bothering me so much!
I wonder what in the world he's thinking. Sometimes I wonder if he's even thinking at all. Can't you do anything to somehow move his car?
About that, the car key is with your brother.
Is that so? He does realize that we can't take care of his car without the car keys, right?
After that, we contacted my brother-in-law to send the key, but he ignored us every single time. Because of that, I got more and more frustrated. Then one day, according to the news, there was a typhoon approaching the city we were living in. This is bad. The newscaster said that disaster class damage is expected.
It's a little better here, but it seems like it'll be worse near the sea.
If that's the case, I'm getting worried about our villa.
Right. I wonder if it won't get blown away by the strong wind.
I think it'll be alright, but I think we should prepare for the typhoon.
I will help you with that. Let's hurry and head to the villa.
Yes, you're right. We worked together to prepare for the typhoon by piling sandbags, repairing the storm shutters, etc. We knew we had to do something about my brother-in-law's car. So Nanami called him, but... What are you calling for all of a sudden? It's the middle of the night, you know?
Big brother, could you please send your car key as soon as possible?
What? You're talking about that again? You really are very persistent, like always, aren't you?
There's a strong typhoon headed here. I will move your car to a safer place, so send us a key.
Huh? A typhoon? You're just saying that as an excuse to move my car because it's in your way, right?
I told you, that's not it. Why don't you believe me?
Nanami, I'll talk to him. So could you please hand me the phone?
Okay. Here you go.
Brother-in-law, this is Hiroshi speaking. What do you want? I'm very sleepy right now. You woke me up, you know? Please, listen carefully. There's a very strong typhoon approaching the city. Your precious car will be in trouble if you don't do something about it. You're continuing to tell that lie? I will never be fooled. You got that? But we're not lying. We really are telling the truth. Our intentions are 100% good. So you really want to move my beloved car to a different place? Do you really like DIY that much? Well, that's not relevant right now, is it? I can't believe you're still trying to fix that shabby house. What a loser hobby. Good night. Bye. I'm going back to sleep now. Hey, wait a second. I'm not done yet. Oh no, he already hung up.
What? Did my big brother hang up?
Yeah, I mean, he made fun of our villa and my hobby. That's it. I don't care anymore. Unable to put up with his behavior any longer, I decided to completely ignore his car that was parked near our villa. Then, 1 year after he went overseas... What's up? I just got back. Wow, it's been a long time coming here. Oh, brother-in-law, what brought you here out of the blue? You know, of course. I came back here to get my beloved car. You better have taken good care of my precious car while I was away. How could you say such a thing when you left it here without permission? What are you grumbling about? Here you go. I got you a souvenir. It's chocolate. Hey, please, don't throw the food. And so, where's my beloved Benz? Huh? What do you mean, where? It's right there. Huh? Where is it? I told you, it's over there. That one. That's your Benz. Huh? No matter how I look at it, that's just ragged iron scrap. You're right, it is. Truly, we couldn't do anything about it. What's gotten into you? You've become good at joking. I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Look closely. The shape of the bumper and the tires, the traces are still there. Can't you see? What? Are you serious? You gotta be kidding me! My beloved car! Why in the world did this happen? How could this be? What do you mean, how could this be? We contacted you to warn you about that typhoon. Remember? The typhoon was so strong that it was unlike anything we'd ever seen, you know? The typhoon wasn't a lie? There's no way I would lie to you, you know? It was a very strong one. So the huge waves were brought up to the shore, and this place was a mess. But, so are you saying that's the reason why it's rusted? I still have to pay 5 years for the loan, you know? I can't believe it's gone, just like that. We offered to move your car to a safer place, but you didn't believe us. But isn't it strange? Why's my car rusted like this when your shabby house is fine?
That's obviously because Hiroshi put in a lot of time and effort to fix and renovate it.
Nanami, what do you mean?
Hiroshi's DIY is of a professional level, so it was able to withstand the typhoon.
And oh, by the way, we did prepare for the typhoon properly, so... Why's my car the only thing that got affected? Oh, by the way, brother-in-law, I'm sorry to have to tell you this when you have to deal with paying for your car to be scrapped. What is it? You have more to tell me? I need you to pay us the fee for unauthorized parking. You've been parking your car here for a year, after all. Okay, alright. Of course I'll pay for the parking fee.
Is that so? The land prices in this area are quite high, you know?
What? Really? The estimated parking rates are about $10 per hour, so that will be $80,000. What? $80,000? You're kidding, right? I've been telling you that I'm very serious. You said that you'll pay the fee, didn't you? But... For a while, my brother-in-law was stuffing on paying the parking fees. However, my parents-in-law became furious about the incident, so he ended up reluctantly paying it in installments. Because of the remaining loan, he has to pay for the bends and the parking fees he has to pay us. He ended up drowning in debt and is now living in extreme poverty. As for Nanami and me, since the car's not parked there anymore, I can now immerse in my hobbies without having to worry about anything. Alright, here I go!
Hiroshi, you're like a child building a secret fortress.
I'm now able to spend a fulfilling weekend like I used to. We will continue to enjoy our time together as a couple in our prided villa. My name is Hiroshi. I work as an area manager at a company called Scott Holdings, which operates a number of restaurant chains. I'm responsible for overseeing the operations of the company's restaurants and cafes in my area. Good morning, Mr. Yoshikawa. How are sales numbers looking like? Morning, sir. We implemented a new reservation system like you suggested, and sales have been improving lately. That's great to hear. I'm proud of you guys. Yes, thank you so much, sir. I want to work under you forever. That's a bit too much. This is Mr. Yoshikawa. He's the manager at one of the restaurants that I oversee. He's way older than me, but he respects me. It feels a bit weird. I'd love to get a promotion just like you did. Your career is incredible. I can't believe you were promoted to area manager when you only had 1 year of managing experience. Well, I was just lucky. Work was busy, but I was fortunate enough to be surrounded by people like Mr. Yoshikawa. But my life at home wasn't going so well. Hey, I'm back, Minaho. Sorry I'm late.
Welcome back. I already ate dinner, so just do whatever.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind. Wait, you didn't leave anything for me?
I think there's some baguettes left, so you can have some of that. All right, good night.
Thanks. It's so hard. I can't eat this. This is my wife, Minaho. She's a stay-at-home wife. We used to be really close when we got married, but she's really been cold and distant to me for a while now. And she goes out almost every day, so I haven't been able to sit down and talk with her for a while now. Bread for dinner, huh? That's kind of sad. I have to get her to love me again. And so, I reserved an expensive French restaurant for our wedding anniversary. I told Minaho that I was going to take her out for dinner, and we agreed to meet at the station. Alright, she's gonna love the dinner. It's a Michelin 3-star restaurant. But where the hell is she? Huh? Oh, hello, Minaho?
I'm so sorry, Hiroshi, but my friend invited me to go out for drinks, so could you go to the dinner alone?
What? That's ridiculous! Don't you know what today is?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I have to go. Bye!
What the? Minaho! Oh shoot! My phone! No! I dropped on phone by accident right as a truck was driving past me, and my phone was broken into pieces! God, my phone! I doubt the repair shop is open at this time. God, could this day get any worse? At around 1 a.m., Minaho came back looking all drunk, while I was lying on my bed feeling defeated.
Hey, I'm still sorry about today, Hiroshi. Are you still mad at me?
Welcome back. I'm not mad.
You know Irie, right? She invited me last minute. Remember that girl that came to her wedding? She's a nurse, so it's hard to coordinate my schedule with her. She told me that we might not be able to see each other again for months after this, so I decided to go to that instead.
I didn't even ask, but okay. Well, if you had fun, that's all that matters. But anyway, my phone actually broke today. I want to back up my data on the cloud, so could you lend me your phone?
What? That's hilarious. But here you go. I'm gonna go to bed.
When I opened Minaho's phone and started typing, the autofill kept on suggesting words that seemed a bit suspicious. Huh? What the hell is this? I love you? When can we see each other? She's never sent me this kind of message before. What's going on here? And besides, Minaho never sends me anything to begin with. Wait, judging from her past behavior, is she cheating on me? And so, I opened up every messaging app that Minaho was using to look for any clues, but I couldn't find any evidence. I couldn't find any messages between her and her so-called friend, Irie, either. She definitely wasn't hanging out with her friend. I'm gonna wake her up and ask her what's going on. Wait a minute, I don't have enough evidence. She's fast asleep knowing that I have access to her phone. I bet she's deleting all of the evidence. And so, I thought about how I could gather concrete evidence of the affair. The only evidence I had right now was the phone's autofill function, so I used it to figure out other clues. Alright, I'm finally done. I figured out every autofill combination possible. Huh? Wait, if I connect these words, Hiroshi is so annoying. I ditched him for our wedding anniversary. He doesn't even make that much. He's a wuss, and his feet smell? Wait, these are all about me. That bastard! The next morning, I calmed myself down and handed Minaho her phone. Thank you so much, Minaho. I figured everything out.
You look really tired. What were you doing last night? Oh well, doesn't matter.
Minaho thinks I don't have any evidence. She has no idea that her autofill function is incriminating her. I headed to the repair shop first thing in the morning and got a new phone from them. Thankfully, all of my data was still there on the cloud, and from the autofill data that I had collected, I started mapping out Minaho and her boyfriend's behavioral patterns. By the way, I'm on lunch break right now, and I'm at Mr. Yoshikawa's restaurant. According to the data I collected, Minaho is dating a guy called Takuma, and they've been in a relationship since at least 6 months ago. We've only been married for a year! God damn it! And I was able to figure out that Minaho and Takuma have been going out every night to clubs and random parties. That idiot has been using my money to hang out with her boyfriend. The more I find out about these assholes, the more ridiculous everything gets!
Is everything okay, sir? Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing.
Are you sure? Take your time and enjoy your meal then.
And those two have been going to love hotels every Friday while I was at work! The hotel is called Scott Hotel. Alright, I'm gonna get PTO on Friday and hang out around the hotel all day. I might be able to catch them in the act. Where's the hotel located? Wait, there's 3 hotels with the name Scott Hotels. Which one of these is it?
Hiroshi, what have you been doing on your phone lately?
Whoa, it's nothing. I was just finishing up some of my work.
Really? I feel like you're lying.
What are you talking about? You're the one lying! You!
Then show me your phone. You're not doing anything weird, right?
Sure thing. Here you go.
I see. There's nothing weird on here, but you're just deleting the evidence. I'm not gonna let you hide anything from me.
Says you. Do you not realize how ironic that is? You think I'm cheating on you because you are! I'm glad I had my phone on security mode, which deletes my search history automatically. By the way, I figured this out from Minaho's autofill suggestions, but apparently Minaho is looking to get a divorce with me. She's even planning on filing for damages. She thinks I'm an idiot, huh? I'm gonna show her. I'll surprise her right as she's about to enter the hotel. But I wonder which hotel is the one those two are going to be at. I looked it up on the internet, but one of the hotels are focused on entertainment. They have a karaoke set and a disco ball in every room. The second option has a hot spring attached to it, and the third one looks like a European castle. The third one looks really cheap, so it's probably not there. I bet it's one of the first two. Wait a minute. They always go to clubs, bars, and other eccentric places. The Castle Hotel might be the one! And so, I took my PTO and headed to the hotel first thing in the morning. There, I waited for the two to arrive. PTOs aren't easy to get, so this was basically my only chance to catch those two in the act.
Good morning, Takuma. Let's have a lot of fun today.
That's the spirit. You really love this hotel, don't you?
Yeah, it looks like a hotel, so it makes you feel like a princess.
Well, Your Majesty, your prince is here to save you.
Oh, my sweet, sweet prince. Hurry up and kiss me. Huh? What the?
Bingo. Aren't you guys enjoying yourselves, you lovebirds?
Who the hell are you? What is this?
Hiroshi, why the hell are you here?
I'm Minaho's husband. I figured out that you guys were having an affair, so I was waiting for you guys outside of this hotel.
An affair? What are you talking about, Hiroshi? I just met this guy in the street a few minutes ago. He seemed to be ill, so I was taking him to the hotel so he could get some rest.
That's right. Man, I feel so sick.
I see. What the hell are you guys talking about? If you guys are so innocent, why don't you show me your phone, Minaho? I shouldn't see anything strange on there, right?
Sure, there should be no evidence of an affair.
Let's go to the pool next weekend, Takuma. Hiroshi's getting his bonus soon, so let's hang out.
No! How the hell did you do that? Are you a psychic or something?
Of course not. You might have been deleting your chat history and search history, but you left your autofill untouched. That was your mistake.
Autofill? What do you mean?
I explained to them that I used the autofill function to figure out who her boyfriend was, when they met each other, and what they were doing when they were together.
What? But that's not concrete evidence. Besides, that's so weird. You looked through my phone? You should be embarrassed of yourself.
She's right. That's not concrete evidence at all.
Shut up! The moment you guys showed up at this hotel, your fate was sealed. That's more than enough evidence. And I recorded the disgusting conversation that you guys were having before you stepped in the hotel. I'm gonna make you both pay for what you did.
No! Please, forgive me!
No way.
And so, I got a divorce with Minaho and sued both of these idiots for financial compensation. Sadly, I had to split assets with her, even though I didn't do anything wrong. Minaho was happy that she was getting half of my savings, but we only had to split the assets we made after we got married. Because Minaho had been using up all of the money I had been earning, there was not much left in the tank. After she found out that she wasn't getting half my savings, she was shocked. By the way, I have $100,000 saved up from when I was single. Takuma was actually in the process of looking for a job, and he was recently accepted by my company. He was supposed to start working at Mr. Yoshikawa's restaurant, but Mr. Yoshikawa asked his superiors to nullify his job offer. Now Takuma is jobless and cashless. He still has a debt to pay back too.
Man, that sounds rough. You're a great worker, but when it comes to women,
Maybe I'm just too hardworking. I've never had any luck with girls.
welcome. What the hell?
Hiroshi, help! I realize now that you're a much better man than that stupid child. I'm sorry. So please, can we get back together?
Sure thing. Can you lend me your smartphone first, though? My phone's out of battery.
Really? Thank you so much. Here you go.
Let's see. Hiroshi is so petty. I hope he starts balding soon.
No! Don't look at my autofill suggestions!
Looks like I'm gonna be single for a while. Refreshing stories. My name is Hiroshi. I'm the owner of a bakery that's located in the middle of Tokyo. This happened in 2006. Thank you! Come back again! Man, it feels so good to sell our bread left and right like this. You can say that again. I put in hours and hours into making the perfect croissant. It has to sell. I don't know what to do if it didn't. We were famous for the croissants that I developed by myself. There were a lot of people that bought them as gifts for their friends and families. Bunta was working the cash register for me, while I was busy in the back baking. But you're incredible, man! Truly! You always said that you wanted to be a baker when you grew up, but I can't believe you actually made that dream come true! Dreams do come true, huh? I'm glad I put a lot of effort into it, but little did I know that there was a certain threat approaching our neighborhood at the time. Due to a revision of traffic laws, it became illegal for people to park their cars in the front of the bakery. I didn't expect the impact of that change to be this dire. Thanks to this law change, a lot of restaurants started losing customers and profits. We were no stranger to this issue either. Meanwhile, the daughter of the local business tycoon, Kurenai Inomi, was being forced to marry a son of another rich household by her parents.
Kurenai, an opportunity like this doesn't come by often. You'll regret your decision forever if you don't get married with him. Why do you get to choose who I marry? Why don't I have any say in this?
Families are a complicated thing, Kurenai.
And besides, you'll be drowning in money for the rest of your life if you get married with Minoru. You never have to worry about a thing in your life. Why can't you just understand that? You know how you were never able to get over your alcoholism even after getting married with Dad, right? When you get drunk, you just start yelling and rambling. You don't look very happy yourself. Why would you say that to your own mother? Okay, fine then. If you're gonna be so stubborn, we're gonna keep on doing this until you change your mind. You're grounded until you agree to the marriage. You can't use your phone and I'll keep all of your money for now. But what about school? You brought this upon yourself. If you want to go to school, then you better say yes to Minoru. Easy, right? I'm trusting that you're not as stupid as you seem.
Bunta, yeah? I'm sorry, but I have to let you go. Yeah, I saw it coming. Don't worry. Don't make things awkward. I had fun working with you, you know? I'm so sorry. But don't push yourself too hard, okay? I know the future doesn't seem so bright, but I still had loans left over from when I first started my business, so I had to make sure I improved sales by whatever means necessary. But life isn't that easy. I revamped my advertising strategy and introduced new products, but none of it worked. Ultimately, we were forced to close shop.
My parents are going to ruin my life. I wasn't born into this world so I could make my parents money. Marriage, huh? I can't even think about getting married with someone I don't even love.
And so, Kurenai decided to move out of her parents' place around this time. She opened the window to her room and ran as fast as she could, without even wearing shoes. That was the last night my bakery was in business. I was standing in front of my bakery for a while, just staring at the sign in the front. I'm sorry, I couldn't protect you till the end. Huh? When I looked over to my side, there was a girl without any shoes staring at my bakery. Are you okay?
Yes, I was just a bit drunk. I'm on my way home now.
I could tell that she was lying right away. I held back my tears and decided to perform my duties as a baker one last time. You can take this with you.
It's okay.
No, it's for free. Just take it.
But
You're hungry, right? This is the best croissant in the country.
you're so nice. Maybe I should marry you instead. Just kidding.
You shouldn't marry me.
Don't worry, I just have to get married with someone else. Just have to get married.
Stay safe, alright?
Thanks.
Alrighty. Goodbye, my dream.
This is so good. It's too good. I want to live.
Come on, cheer up! My parents got a lot of connections. They'll find you a job somewhere. And there's a lot of cuties back home, you know. I wonder how long it'll take to pay back my loans. You'll get there eventually. And besides, you created a successful business at your age. But I wasted the one chance I had. No one will ever lend me another cent again. But
All right, let me rehearse this one more time. Thank you so much for the croissant. I'm here to pay you back. I wonder if I'm being too forward. Thank you about the other day. I brought money, so... All right, let's go with that. But I wonder if he remembers me. What if he's not working there today? Huh? The bakery is gone.
And so, the dark era of my life began. I worked for Uber Eats during the day, and at night, I took on shifts at the bread factory. I felt like a wheel spinning in a complex machine. All I could think about was paying back my loan. I got married once, and thought that a new chapter of my life was about to begin, but that only lasted for a while.
Can you break up with me? I'm pregnant now, and the baby's not yours.
Since when were you cheating on me?
I don't know. I mean, maybe I was having an affair with you all along.
I'm seeking damages!
Don't be so petty. You're a man, aren't you? All I wanted was to get married. I didn't care who it was with. All my friends got married, and I didn't want to feel left out.
I was serious about us, you know?
But you can't even pay for kids. You barely make enough to survive in a year, and I blocked your number. And don't even think about coming to my parents' place. I'm gonna move in with my boyfriend.
What do you like about him?
Huh? His money.
But you said that you didn't care about money!
Are you stupid? Obviously, I'm gonna choose someone with the money over someone that's broke. Alright, so yeah, don't sue me, okay? You're already broke as is. I don't think you should be wasting money on going to court, and I say this because I have your best interest in mind, you know?
Yeah. Hey, Hiroshi, what's gotten into you? You gotta fight back with her. Let's make her pay for what you did. I don't care anymore. But that ain't the thesis of the channel. You gotta fight back. It's in the script. I don't know what you're talking about. You can be the new main character. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life cleaning up after the mistake I made. Well, that's depressing. And 10 years went by, just like that.
You're too ugly to be acting like this, you bitch!
I'm being difficult because you're acting like an asshole.
Kurenai's now an adult, but her situation hasn't improved one bit.
What do you not like about me? You said you didn't want to marry me, so I'm letting you live with me as a compromise. And if you keep me happy, my parents will buy you anything. Why can't you understand that?
So is money the only thing you have?
Oh, come on, stop insulting me. I saved you with my money. You have extremely bad luck with men, so even if you break up with me, I bet some random guy will come into your life and use you for their own good. And then you're gonna come crying back to me. You should know your place, bitch.
But I didn't ask you to help me.
You want me to beat you again?
Do it, I dare you.
For the millionth time, I love you, Kurenai. I need you to know that. I've loved you for the past 10 years, and so it's up to you whether we find happiness or not. And just like your mom said, nothing is better than getting married with the person you love most.
So you always stalk me and beat me because you love me.
That's right. But you wouldn't understand because you've never truly loved someone. That's sad, isn't it?
Can you not talk to me like that? I'm tired of talking to you. I'm gonna go out and buy some cigarettes.
All right, see you later. If I call you, you better answer right away.
Yes, sir. Damn it. What the hell am I alive for?
That day, I visited the neighborhood where my bakery was standing 10 years ago. This is where my dream died. My dream, huh? My dream was to open a bakery. My own bakery with the bread I made. My dream came true, didn't it? God, now that I think about it, my dream was stupid. I reminisced of the good old times when I was waiting for my bus home. That was when.
Why do I always end up coming back here? I remember eating a croissant while sobbing in this park. It was so delicious, but I guess I'll never get to eat it again. Huh? Wait! Don't get on!
I didn't realize that someone was calling out for me, and I got on the bus.
I came back! I'm here to keep my end of the promise. Don't go!
Why is she yelling at me?
I'm waiting for you here. I'll be waiting in front of your bakery. I don't have anywhere to go back to, so I'll be here until you come.
I feel like I've seen that girl before. No one responded to her, so I wonder who she was yelling to. I feel like she was yelling at me, though.
You said we were gonna get married!
I never want to get married again, though.
Don't go, Mr. Baker!
Wait a minute. I remembered who she was in a dream. She was the girl that I gave a croissant to all those years ago. I couldn't sleep knowing that she might still be out there. So I called a taxi and headed back. You're still here. Hey, how are you?
I thought I'd never see you again. I'm here to pay you back for the croissant.
So it's you. You don't have to pay me back.
My name is Kurenai Inomi. You saved me 10 years ago. When I met you, I was being forced into a marriage by my parents. I thought that if I got married with someone, my parents wouldn't force me to get married with the person they chose. I also thought about dying as well. My head was full of negative thoughts. But when I was about to faint from being too hungry, you gave me that croissant. That's when I decided to live a little longer. If you didn't help me that night, I might not be alive today.
So that actually happened, huh? For a while, I thought I dreamed that all up. I can't believe my bread saved a life. My dream wasn't so bad after all. And so, she and I reunited miraculously after 10 years of being separated. I decided to take her back to my place because she was running away from her abusive boyfriend. I have bad luck with women, but her luck with men isn't any better. And after a while, we started dating and got married. I decided to relaunch my bakery and took out a loan from Minaru's father.
This isn't what it seems like. We were just fighting, like any couple.
Minaru was arrested after Kurenai went to the police, and he was convicted for domestic abuse. And as a result of this incident, Kurenai's parents lost the trust of Minaru's father. Now their business is going under. After a few years, I was able to launch my bakery in a newly built shopping mall.
But the affair happened years ago. Why do you have to come back into my life and ruin it now?
Before I hired an assistant from the bakery, I hired a lawyer and sued my ex-wife over the pain and suffering she caused me. Her life was going so well until that point. Sucks to be her. I could make a whole another video about my fight with my ex-wife. Meanwhile, I'm operating my bakery with my wife now. My croissant is still the most popular item on the menu, and its advertising campaign has been a massive hit so far. My life has completely changed after reuniting with Kurenai. The dark period of my life is finally behind me. We both went through a lot of pain and suffering, but I'm glad this is my life now.
My name is Reen. I'm working at an office in the city right now. One of my most favorite hobbies is to cook. I love helping my mom cook when I was a kid, and now I create my own recipes and post them on the internet for everyone to see. Phew, it's finally time for lunch.
Hey, how are you doing, Miss Isola? We're heading out for lunch. But did you bring one with you again?
Yep, I brought my own lunch.
Whoa, what is that?
What, this? This is my lunch. I was trying out new recipes, but then made too much. Do you want some? I have enough for all of us.
You sure? Then let's all share it. Thanks, Miss Isola. This karage is amazing. You're an amazing cook. Could you give me the recipe for this?
Sure thing. I actually posted a recipe for this on the internet. Here, you can see it on this page.
Wait, whoa! Your recipes all have so many good reviews, and all the comments say that your recipes are easy but reliable. I'm definitely following your recipes the next time I cook.
Thanks.
Oh, you guys seem to be having fun. What are you talking about?
Oh, hey, Miss Atogao. I actually made too much for lunch. Do you want some? I'm sharing it with everyone.
Are you sure?
Of course.
All right then, let me try some. Huh? What the hell is this?
Wait, did you not like it?
No, the opposite. It's delicious. It's juicy on the inside and crisp on the outside. It's remarkable. It's not too oily or too dry. It's the perfect temperature. The basil you add on the top adds a really nice accent to the entire thing. This is the best karage that I've ever had in my life.
I'm glad you like it.
You're an amazing cook, Miss Aizawa. I'm impressed.
Thank you. That means a lot. I was so happy with the feedback they gave me from that day on. I occasionally made lunch for them. But one day...
Hey, Miss Isola, we were thinking and...
Huh? What's up?
You make lunch for all of us, right? And it's delicious. And we can't thank you enough for doing this for us, but we kind of feel bad.
You don't even have to worry about that, though. I'm just doing it because I want to.
We knew you were going to say that, but we still feel bad. So we wanted to ask if you wanted us to start bringing something as well. We'll all bring our own white rice, and we can each try each other's food. I think that would make things a lot easier for you, but what do you think?
Really? That sounds like an amazing idea, and it'll be fun too.
You really think so? Then we can do that from tomorrow.
Yeah, and so we all decided to bring one item to lunch to share with the entire group, but... The next day, ta-da! I made sweet potatoes for lunch today.
Whoa, that looks delicious. I brought... This is kind of embarrassing, but I made mini meatloafs.
Whoa, wait, is that?
Yep, I made it using your recipe. I made it for dinner yesterday and my husband and son loved it.
Really? Wow, that means a lot. We were all exchanging food and having a fun time, but at the end of the table, Miss Altogal was just sitting there with a bowl of rice in her hands. We were surprised to see that she didn't bring anything to share with us.
Sorry guys, but I'm low on cash right now and I don't have the money to make food for all of you guys.
I see.
Being broke sucks, doesn't it? But anyway, let's eat up.
Miss Altogal didn't seem to feel bad about not bringing anything. She was completely focused on eating as many of our dishes as possible. But everyone has their own reasons. We were willing to look past it if this was a one-time occurrence. But the next day...
I have chronic back pain, so the hospital bill really hurts my wallet. And I just don't have the time to cook, you know?
And the next day...
Man, you all are amazing cooks, aren't you? Huh? What about me? I'm the worst cook in the world, I swear! I've never even made lunch for myself before.
And the next day...
I thought about bringing something today, but I forgot about the taxes I had to pay the local government, and I spent all the money I had on that. Sorry, guys.
And so every single day she would just sit at our table with white rice in her hands. But she would eat more than any of us combined, so we were having a hard time trying to deal with her. We wanted to kick her out of our lunch meetings, but she's technically our superior, so we couldn't say no. But that wasn't the worst of it.
I hope you guys make more tomorrow, and make sure you guys make something beef-based. I'm in the mood for beef, but it'd be best if you make it not so salty.
She started making demands on what we should cook the next day.
God damn it! I'm always hungry now because she eats most of her lunch.
You're right.
She only brings rice for herself, but she eats the most out of any of us. That's just unbelievable. I'm always hungry because I can't eat, and it's also costing me a crap ton.
Yeah, this isn't really good for any of us. Maybe we should try eating somewhere else.
I bet she would follow us around anywhere we went. She always gets ready to follow us before the clock hits 12.
Yeah, you're right. Now that I think of it, she's always around when we're getting ready for lunch.
Then why don't we make the food taste really, really bad?
But that's just a waste of good food.
You're right. If only we could just tell her to stop eating her food. I guess we wouldn't be in a situation if she wasn't our boss.
You're right. We've all had enough of having to deal with Miss Atagao, and we were all trying to figure out a way to get rid of her. But one day, what should I make for lunch tomorrow? I'm running low on funds right now, so I should limit my spending. I've got to make something cheap. We started this whole lunch thing because we wanted to help each other out financially. But thanks to Miss Atagao, I've been having to spend a lot more on lunch than before. Wait, huh?
We're gonna be closing in on... Ta-da! Gibeah cuisine. Do you guys know what Gibeah cuisine is? Gibeah cuisine is a type of dish that uses meat from wild animals that were killed by hunters. It comes from the French word for wild. It's a type of cuisine that has a rich history in Europe dating back to...
Gibeah, huh? I've heard of people eating deer and wild boar before, but...
And today, we're going to be focusing in on a restaurant in Tokyo that offers Gibeah cuisine. Now, this store doesn't just offer regular Gibeah dishes. They also offer dishes made from sea lion meat, alligator meat, and frogs. Now that is eccentric.
Frogs? They kind of look like chicken when they're cooked, but I wonder if they're actually good.
Let's try this deep-fried frog dish. Here I go. Huh? It's actually delicious. The dish doesn't feel too oily, so it's easy to eat, and it feels like you're eating chicken. It's also quite tough and juicy, so it feels nice to chew on. According to the restaurant's owners, frogs have a lot of calcium and protein in them, so they're actually good for you as well.
Maybe I wouldn't realize that I'm eating frog if they offer it like that. Gibeah cuisine, huh? The next day. Oh shoot, I can hear frogs here. They sound kinda nice, especially when you're in the rain. Wait, wasn't there a reporter on TV yesterday eating deep-fried frog? That was interesting. Frogs, huh? Oh, there's one here. They're so cute. But the reporter said they taste like chicken, right?
Huh? Is that Miss Aizawa? What's she doing over there in the rain? Is she staring at a frog? I guess she's into frogs, huh? I'll just leave her alone for now.
A few hours later,
man, all these dishes look amazing as usual, girls. All right, let's eat up.
Miss Atagao, did you bring something for us today?
I actually did. I actually feel bad for taking all of your food, so I actually brought something.
Are you sure? That's a relief. So she does feel bad about taking her food.
This is 2 weeks too late, though. But I guess things will get better from now on.
Here you go.
Huh?
Wait, what is this, Miss Atagao?
Fish cakes. Everybody loves them. You can pour some soy sauce on them and it'll taste even better.
What are you even talking about? Fish cakes? Raw fish cakes?
And look at the packaging. It says half price on it.
Man, this tastes amazing. Is this deep-fried chicken? It's not very oily and it's easy to eat. And it has some toughness to it, so it feels nice in your mouth too. What kind of chicken meat are you using, Miss Aizawa? It must be one of the expensive ones.
In that moment, something inside me broke. I was trying to keep things civil between us, but I've had enough. I'm tired of being the bigger person. I remembered what I saw on TV yesterday and I decided to pull a little prank on her. I'm actually using a special type of meat for my dish today.
Really? Your dish today is delicious. You must be using very expensive chicken.
Chicken? That's frog meat.
Huh? What did you just say?
I said, you're eating frog meat. I saw a TV report on Gibeah cuisine yesterday and it was very interesting, so I decided to try it out for myself.
You're kidding me, right?
Did you know that frog meat has a lot of calcium and protein in it? It's really good for you. Do you want some more? I have lots more here.
What would I even eat? Wait, when I was on my way to work, I saw Miss Isa was staring at a frog. Was that the frog I'm eating now? No way!
Just kidding. That was all a joke. Wait, where did Miss Atagao go?
She ran away. She looked like she's about to throw up. I think she went to their bathroom. Is this actually made of frog meat, though?
Of course not. It's regular chicken meat. Meat was on sale yesterday at the supermarket, so I decided to get some.
Oh, phew, that's a relief. You scared me for a second there.
Sorry about that, but I have enough of dealing with her BS.
You're right. Why would she even think about bringing fish cakes to lunch?
You're right, but they're pretty good though.
Wait, they are, aren't they? But I wonder if she's okay.
I feel sick. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave work early today.
Okay, feel better soon. Maybe I went a bit too hard on her. And from that day on, Miss Atagao stopped showing up to our lunch meetings. A few days later, I went to Miss Atagao to correct the misunderstanding because she looked traumatized. But I couldn't convince her for some reason, and now she runs away from me every time we lock eyes with each other.
But I'm glad she's gone. Things are finally peaceful here now.
But I'm kind of feel bad for what I did.
Yeah, she's always trembling now.
I was kind of happy to see her eat the dishes I cooked every day. She looked so happy when she ate my food.
Yeah, she ate her food like she's never seen food before. But I bet she'll come back when she's seen some more dishes again.
I hope she does. Alright, let's all make dishes. They're so good, they'll want to make Miss Atagao come back.
Let's stay away from deep fried chicken for a while, though.
What should I make for lunch tomorrow?
Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. And if you have time, please check out our other videos as well. Alright then, see you next time. Bye.